when it comes to the IP addressing, you need to understand that how many hosts or how many addresses we can calculate from these classes, right? If I talk about class A, class B, class C, we have some predefined or by default subnet mask. Now let me tell you about the subnet mask. What is subnet mask? Subnet mask is used to identify network bits and host bits of a network address. Network bits are ones and host bits are zeros. Okay, network bits are ones and host bits are zeros. By default, for all these classes, by default, we have subnet mask for all the classes. Okay, like for class A, see the subnet mask also consists of 32 bits. Okay, it is defined in dotted decimal format. It also consists of 32 bits. It is defined in dotted decimal format. Okay. So for class A, class B, and class C, we have different subnet masks. For class A, it is 255.0.0.0. For class B, it is 255.255.0.0. And for class C, it is 255.255.255.0. It means if you are writing an address from class A, its first octet will be fully used, right? Let's say if I am writing this address 10.0.0.1, it means it is a class A address, right? As per the range, you can identify this that this is a class A address, IP address, okay, class A IP address. Now its subnet mask, default subnet mask will be 255.0.0.0, right? If I talk about this address 10.001 or 10.002, its default subnet mask will be. So these two addresses are from same network because you can see their network bits, used bits are same, right? They belongs to same class, they belongs to same network as well. Their occupied or used bits are same. It means they belongs to same network. Okay. Now, when these bits, subnet mask bits will be changed, then you can say that network will be changed, right? How will you identify two communicating hosts, whether they belong to same network or different network? Let's say this is a PC, it is connected with a switch, and this is another PC connected. Here I have configured 10.0.0.1 and here I have configured 10.0.0.2. Now when these two PCs will communicate with each other, how they will identify whether they belong to same network or different network, okay? Because before starting the communication, both, let's say this PC is trying to ping another PC, okay? PC1 is trying to ping PC2. So before sending ping and any packet over the network, this initiator PC will verify whether the destination IP belongs to same network or it is from a different network. Okay. How this thing can be verified? Can you tell me? How this thing can be determined on the end point that destination IP address belongs to same network or different network?
Subnet mask.
Subnet mask.
Yes, with the help of subnet mask, first of all, but which operation, which task this PC will perform?
R broadcast.
No, R for broadcast, that's the
And
next
and
level
or
thing.
operations.
Yes, end operation. Okay, not or. It will perform end operation.
And operation. Yeah.
Yes. It will be something like this. It will put its IP address and subnet mask in end operation. and the resulting output will be the network address. Okay. If it is matching with the destination IP address, it means both IP addresses are from same network, right? If the network address is not matching with the destination IP address, it means they are different network IP address. And operation will work something like this. Let me tell you. Here we have input 1, input 2, then we will get output, right? So if input bit is 0 and input 1 bit is 0, input 2 bit is 1, then output will be 0. If it is 1, it is 0, then also it will be 0. If it is 0, it is 0, it will be 0. If it is 1, it is 1, it will be 1. Right? 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1, 1, 1. This will be the output. Now, let's say we have a network address. For example, we have a network address, for example, 192.168.10.11. And what will be its default subnet mask? It is a class C network, right? So its subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Now, if I am asking what will be the network address of this particular IP address and subnet mask, or from which network address this IP address belong, then you need to find the network address. You need to use this AND operation, right? Then only you will get the network address. So for that, what you need to do, you have to convert these decimal numbers into binary. And after that, you have to run AND operation. Okay.
Okay.
So let's do it. Let's do it for one time. Okay. So I have this address. What will be the binary? Yeah.
So it will be creating the binary for both the network address and the IP address.
Subnet mask.
If they are
Subnet mask.
subnet mask is subnet mask.
For
If
IP
it is
address and
matching,
subnet mask. Input 1 will be the IP address, input 2 bits will be the subnet mask bits, right? And output will be the network address. It is like this.
and if they are matching, it will be like they belong to the same.
Yes, same network.
Same network.
Otherwise, it is different network. Now, see the difference. Why we need to understand this difference? Because when PC will send the traffic, when PC will send the traffic, it will try to determine whether the destination IP address is in the same network or in different network. According to that, it will start the communication. Okay. This is the thing. I will tell you about the communication also, but how it will start the communication, it depends whether the destination IP address is connected in same network or in different network. So what will be the binary of 192? We have 8 bits. I can tell you very easy way. You just open these 8 bits: 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 1 to 8. So if I talk about the binary of 192, it will be this. 6 times 0, 2, 8, right? For 168, what will be the binary?
101
101,
00
then
0
128 plus 32, it will be 160, and this one,
set
01.
0.
This will be the binary for 168, right?
Yes.
Then what will be the binary of 10?
0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0
1, 0, 1,
0.
right? Then 11.
0 0 0 1
8
0 0 0 1.
Right? So you can easily convert decimal to binary. You just need to write these 8 bits, and according to these 8 bits, you will be able to do this very easily. Okay. Then for subnet mask, this is your input 1. You can write it as input 1. And then input 2 will be the subnet mask binary 1,
1 1 1.
all 1,
Yep.
all
All
1, again all 1,
and all 0.
and all 0. Now let's run AND operation. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0. Okay, convert this to decimal. 192, 168, 10.0. Last octet is fully 0. It means its 3 octet is fully used and the last octet is fully available, right? So this is the network address of configured IP. You can define, you can just find out the network address like this. Okay, if you have IP address and subnet mask, you can find out the network address for any IP, right? So we will use these techniques in subnetting also. Okay. You just need to remember these 8 bits. You know that subnetting is something that we forget every time, right? You have done the subnetting many times, but when you will do it again, you have to remember all the things again because subnetting is about all about numbers. And if you are not good with the numbers, then you will forget it again and again. So I would suggest you just to remember these 8 bits always. Okay, and the whole subnetting will be done. Okay. Clear. So subnet mask will be used to identify the network bits and host bits in a network address. Okay. Network bits are used bits or are occupied bits. Okay. And host bits are available bits. Host bits will tell you that how many available IP addresses are there in a network address, and the network bits will tell you that how many bits are used, how many bits are used to create this network already. So in subnetting IP addressing, here we have done IPv4 classes and types and all. Now we need to do subnetting, right? If I talk about the default class, let's say if I take this network address 10.0.0.0 with its subnet mask 255.0.0.0. So how many hosts I can connect from this network? For this, to determine number of hosts, we use a formula. Okay, I will tell you. We use a formula 2 to the power n minus 2. 2 to the power n minus 2. 2 to the power n will be 2 to the power 24 minus 2. It will be something a very big value like in 16 billions or something. Okay, you can calculate it, you will get a very big value. Okay, if I talk about a class B network address, let's say I am writing a network address 0.0 and its a subnet mask will be 255.255.0.0. See what this subnet mask is defining. It is defining that if you want to write any other address which belongs to this network address, if you want to write any other IP address or host address which belongs to this network address, you don't need to change these 2 octets. They are already used. You have to change, you can make changes in these available 2 octets because they are available, right? I told you these are network bits. I will open these IP addresses tomorrow. Okay, and these are host bits. So host bits will be used to define how many addresses can be there in a network address. Okay, how many IP addresses can be there in a network address. Now, if I talk about this network address, so how many hosts you can calculate, how many number of hosts you can define. 2 to the power 16 minus 2. It will be 6, 5, 5, 3, 4. Okay. Now, if I want only 1000 host, or if I want a network address so that I can assign IP address on 1000 host, then which network address I need to use? Because if I will use class A network address, it will give me a lot of IP addresses, right? It will be a waste of IP address, plus your broadcast domain will be very big. So congestion can occur and there will be no segmentation if you are using a very big network like this. All the users will be the part of same network, right? We have a lot of IP addresses there. So when it comes to the requirement, let's say you need only 50 hosts to assign IP address. You need only sorry, you need only 50 IP addresses. Then which network address will be used, which subnet mask will be used. So all these things can be defined by subnetting. We, if we don't have that much big requirement which can be fulfilled by these default network addresses and their subnet mask, we can break them into small networks, okay, into small subnets, and the process is called subnetting. So you can say that subnetting is used to break a big network into small subnets so that we can utilize them according to our requirement. Okay. So we will see subnetting, and before going to subnetting, before moving towards subnetting, I will tell you about the network address, broadcast address, block size. We have discussed about subnet mask. Okay, we will discuss about number of subnets and number of hosts. These are the requirements in subnetting that you need to fulfill. You need to tell the network address, you need to give broadcast address, block size, number of subnet, number of hosts. When it comes to the requirement, let's say your organization is saying that we need to assign IP address on 20 pieces, then which network I need to take, which subnet mask I need to use. So you can identify, you can determine this thing with the help of subnetting. Okay, you can take any big network and you can create small parts, small subnets of that network to utilize them uniquely. Now, subnetting will decrease the broadcast domain in the network, right? If you are connecting multiple endpoints in the same network, their broadcast domain can be increased and it can introduce congestion loops in the network, right? But if your broadcast domain is decreased or small, then your data transmission will be very efficient, and you can also provide security because you know that different network users will not communicate with each other by default. You have to configure inter-VLAN routing for them. You have to perform routing for them, right? Other than this, when you configure different networks in your network for all the segments, then you can create more granular policies on the firewall on your uplink devices to perform access control to provide traffic based security. Okay, clear. So we will discuss all these things, and we will do subnetting also for some of the network address, some of the requirements. Okay, different types of subnetting questions will be discussed. Okay, because anyone can ask you, he can just give you an IP address like this, and he can ask you that I need 26 subnets. So how will you break this IP address? Or tell me the first host available in subnet 1, right? This type of questions you will face in subnetting. So we will discuss all these things. Okay, I will show you how to do this, then I will give you some subnetting quiz also so that you can do them with your own for practice. Okay, clear? Any doubt in today's class? IPv4 addresses or these cable types?
We are good actually. Was very helpful.
Yeah, we are just doing a recall kind of thing. I know you guys have worked on the network, so you have learned these things very earlier, right? Very like
Right.
time ago. So no problem.
But the subnetting is the topic which everyone is confused every time. So
No. It will be clear. Don't worry about it. It is very easy to understand, really. I will use only these 8 bits. I will not use any other thing, and everything will be, you can say, determined with these 8 bits only.
okay, yeah. This is very useful.
Yes. Only these 8 bits will be required, nothing more than this. Okay, you don't need to do any extra calculation also. We have many methods to do subnetting, right? And
Yeah.
whatever method suits you, you have to use that one only because it is very confusing otherwise. If you are using multiple methods, two, three methods, then it will be confusing 100%.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So you just need to use only one method always. I am using this method for a long time and it is really very good. Okay, because I am not also good, very good with the numbers. Okay,
Okay.
so it will help you a lot. Don't worry.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Any other doubt? Anyone?